everyone, my name is Ashley with Relaxing Creations Company. Thank you for joining me. I thought I would do a quick video today for a sugared strawberry run. I'm just doing a very small batch. I'd like to do a bigger batch, but I don't have enough fragrance oil. So since this is going to be a quick, easy design, I figured you guys can follow along. What I am doing now is I'm going to make my lye solution. You gotta be very, very careful with lye, and today I have been a klutz. So, that's why we always wear long sleeves, gloves, when you mix your lye into your water, now there doesn't look like there's too much water here because I use a water discount. I'm also going to be adding coconut milk to this batch. But when you mix your lye water or lye solution, always pour your lye into your water, never the other way around. If you were to pour your water into your lye, it can be very dangerous and have like a chemical reaction. So lye always gets poured into the water. The lye water solution gets very hot. I wanted to show you guys. See, we're over 200 degrees by adding cold water and just adding our lye solution in. So that's another danger. Lye actually burns the skin and irritates you. That's why you've got to make sure you're wearing gloves. But then obviously it's also dangerous because of the heat. So we're going to do the heat transfer method. I have my solid oils here. I'm going to pour my hot lye water in and actually use that to melt my hard oils. Now, this is something that takes several minutes, so you need to have some patience when you do this. The benefits of it is it does save you some time. Sometimes it's easier, and I don't always do this, but sometimes it's easier whenever you have your hard oil chunks actually cut up or into smaller forms. That's easier for it to melt. So when you're doing this, just chop the oil when you can. So we don't do anything to this except for stir it until it melts, and it can take several minutes. So I'll go ahead and speed the video along while you guys watch this process. Okay, so we have this all melted. It's a little thick now, but again, this is just the lye solution and our hard oils. What we're going to do next is we're going to add in our liquid oils. I also have my sodium lactate in the liquid oils. just to show you where we're at now, we were at 201 degree. We are down to 97.7 now. And that's just simply by adding the oil. So of course that lye water, as you saw, was plenty hot enough to melt all of solid oils. So that saved us time from having to heat up the solid oils to liquid form and then wait for them to cool before we made our soap. So what I'm doing now is just hand mixing. This way we do not speed up trace too much. I'm gonna make sure everything's kind of incorporated. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in our coconut milk. We're just gonna zap this, burp our stick blender. I just wanna mix it up enough that it's kind of somewhat emulsified. We're using sugared strawberry from Nurture Soap. This is not supposed to accelerate. It did on me last time, but I think it's because my oils were too hot. I didn't wait for them to cool. I didn't do the heat transfer method. I just kind of got, I don't know, impatient. So I'm just hand mixing this in. We're gonna split this into 2 batches for 2 different colors. As you saw, we did not stick blend this too much because we want to keep the trace at a nice trace. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of this off. For the big bowl, we are going to I have some pre-mixed titanium dioxide here. Make this a nice white base. Set this aside. We're going to bring in our small bowl here. I have some mica pre-mixed already. This is just a custom blend of color. I used Hollywood Pink and Really Red from Nurture Soap. I'm hoping that I mixed up enough. Okay, we're still doing really good with our consistency. We're just at a thin trace. So that gives us plenty of time to zap this with the stick blender. We actually want it to thicken up just a little bit. Titanium dioxide sometimes causes your batch to accelerate a little bit, not much. So as you can see, I don't know if you can too well, but this actually looks a little bit thicker. It could be because I mixed it and let it set for a minute, but this is a little bit thicker than the red mix. Got some of that red mica. If you see it's color in the bowl here, I got some of that red mica on my hands. Okay, now we're getting to a nice medium trace. You see how this is sticking to the shaft? It's not going to separate, so it'll be a good time to move forward. Let's Set this one aside. Oh yeah, that thickened that up a lot. So we are ready to pour. When I use the stick blender, I still want to take a rubber spatula and scrape the sides, stir it, just to make sure everything is nice and incorporated. Okay, and what we're going to do is an in the pot swirl. So we are going to take our red color and we're going to pour it high so it mixes in there. Just gonna pour it into the white here. We don't need any for the top, so I'm going to scrape this clean. All right, like so we're just making a small batch. I hope you're centered. If you're not, I apologize. Actually, let's see, this might be easier for me to pour it. All right, so we're not gonna, I didn't stir this at all. I just left it as it is. We're just gonna go ahead and pour it in. And now we just scrape her out. Okay, so I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm kind of just pushing everything to the center a little bit, just so we have a nice raised top in the center for the most part. And that's that, guys. Sugared strawberry. What I'm going to do is cover this up. I'm going to spray the top with the alcohol, cover it up, and probably in about 24 hours we will cut it up. So I'll see you guys back here for the cut. Hi everyone, we are back to cut our sugared strawberry soap. This has been, I'd say just under 24 hours. I unmolded it a couple hours ago. It's set up quite nicely. This is just a small batch. I think this one's going to have a thicker swirl than the last time I did this. Turned out really pretty. This is definitely my favorite strawberry soap scent that I've tried, and I've tried a couple of them. I have the strawberry cheesecake on the curing shelf now. It's just about ready. I think it has maybe another week to week and a half, and that one's doing very well with scent. I had tried one that was just strawberry, and it's the one I used for my bath bombs. It smells amazing in bath bombs, but the scent faded into the soap, and you could barely even smell the strawberry, so I didn't end up using that one. This is the sugared strawberry from Nurture soap, this scent here. The scent does morph, at least I think so. As it cures, it goes through a couple different phases. It smells good at all times, but it kind of seems to get better as it cures. We are currently sold out of this. So I did not have enough fragrance oil to make the one soap mold that I usually use. So I decided we'd go ahead and do the Petite Bars again